Hi guys, Random here, back with a bit more World of Warships. Yes. Okay. I'm going to take you back in time. Okay, I'm going to take you back in time to the closed beta, in fact. Now, back in the closed beta, you were, well, yeah, there were some ships that you could buy. Okay. One of which was this, the Sims, which is a Tier 7 American destroyer. Pretty good boat. Pretty good boat. It's not quite as good as it once was, but yeah, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. This was quite a nice gunboat, if you like. The torpedoes on it, 9.2 kilometers. So you can do like the stealthy torp stuff if you wanted. It's got two different types of torpedoes. One is shorter range, but much faster, and I've got the longer range, slower ones on there at the moment. So yeah, there was the Sims. There was also, if we can find it, where are you? The Yubari. Now the Yubari is a Tier 4 cruiser. And as far as being a cruiser goes, it's not particularly special. Okay, it's got two twin mounted gun turrets. Fire rate is reasonable. It's not that quick, but yeah, 12.8 kilometer firing range and a 6.5 second reload. So it's not terrible, but it ain't great. Basically, because you've only got the twin turrets. But yeah, that was the Yubari. And then there was a ship that I didn't get, and I've been kicking myself ever since. And that was the Tier 5 Russian destroyer, the Gremyashki. Now, I haven't got a Gremyashki, otherwise I'd show you one. Yeah. However, the Tier 5 Russian Nevny, because it was a Nevny class destroyer, kind of gives you the representation of what the Gremyashki was like. Now, the Gremyashki is basically the same, except it's got much better torpedoes. The guns fire a little bit faster, but other than that, it's pretty similar. Okay, but I never got the Gremyashki. Recently, fairly recently, they put out a Tier 5 destroyer premium, which I thought, Tier 5 cruiser premium even, which I bought, which was the Murmansk. And the Murmansk is okay. The Murmansk is little boat even, bristling with guns, got some torpedoes. It's not bad. It's not bad. The artillery on there, we've got 152mm guns. There's 6x1 and then 2x2. So yeah, it's not terrible. You can fire out of 14.8 kilometers, which is a nice reach. You do have torpedoes which go 8 kilometers, not particularly quick at 55 knots, but there's two triple launchers on there, which are here. So you've got one launcher on each side, so you can get 3 torps out each side. So it's not terrible. Now, quite recently, they decided they were going to release another boat. I got excited. This is the Krasny Krym. Yeah. It's another Tier 5 cruiser. Okay. We've already got a Tier 5 premium Russian in the Murmansk. So, what are we looking at here? Well, this beastie was supposed to be, allegedly, so I hear on the grapevine, the substitute for the Gremyashki. So I thought, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. I'll get that. Yeah. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Survivability 25-100. If we look at the Murmansk, 26-800. So we're down on its peer ship, Murmansk. Artillery, 15 by 130mm guns. Hold the phone. We're dealing with destroyer guns. Granted, there's quite a few of them with 15, but they're only 130mm. Okay. Secondary armament, you got 3 twin-mounted 100mm guns. Yeah, great, fine. 16.2 kilometre firing range. Now, let's not get excited about that, because if we have a look at our captain here, we've got advanced firing training, and that adds 20%. Yeah. So the guns aren't great. The reach is pretty average. Yeah. Let's have a look at the artillery loads. Maximum HE damage 1900. 2500 for AP. So it's really not all that special. 8% fire chance on target. That's not great. It's not bad, but it isn't great. Torpedoes, 5 kilometres. Okay, so they're the crappy Russian torpedoes again. 2x3 launchers. Yeah, similar setup. 1 launcher on each side. So, yeah, that's not great. Anti-aircraft defence. You got a bit of anti-air. It's rated in at 32. And if we look at the Murmansk, that's rated in at 28. So it's very slightly better, but nothing to write home about. Maneuverability, 29 knots. 590 metre turning circle and a 7.2 rudder shift. 34 knots. 590 metre turning circle, 3.8 second rudder shift. So this thing, so far, is a bit of a dog's dinner, really. Concealment, 13.3 and 6. Murmansk, 13.1, 7.3. So the only thing, really, that it's better at is being not spotted by a plane. Right. Krasny Krym. Let's take you into a battle and see if you are as bad as your stats suggest. I've had one game in this ship. One game. And I've already established what the ship is for. I'll tell you what it isn't for. And it isn't for being at the front. Definitely not. And we've got tier 7 going. Oh dear, we're bottom tier. Okay, well, we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. If indeed we do get on. So, what have we got on the enemy team? We've got an Ognavoy and a Minakazi. Okay, it's not so bad. Mitsuki and Nicholas. So, theoretically, we've got the destroyer advantage. There's no carriers in this game, which isn't a bad thing. And we are in the middle. We've got some boats over here. And not too many on this side. Well, we've got Dunkirk on our team. Mon Dieu. Bienvenue and all that. Okay, so let's see where people start going, shall we? Now, we've already got this here. What game mode is this? I'm confused. Domination. But we're already starting with a point. Okay. Well, that's an interesting thing. Not seen that before. So we don't want to be at the front. I'll tell you that for nothing. We really don't want to be at the front. The armour on this is pretty terrible. The guns are pretty terrible. All in all, it's not looking good. So we'll keep HE loaded. And the reason we've got HE loaded is because we've only got 130mm guns. So unless we're right on top of someone, it's not really worth loading that armour piercing. No. So we'll tromp along at our sort of bottom of the class average speed. Tromping along here, we do have a Mitsuki there, old Killer Thriller, and we'll see if we can go and help on D for Delta. Yes. Now, at the moment, you can see if we go completely broadside with the guns, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 guns on target. Now, that's not terrible. That's kind of the equivalent of having a couple of destroyers. And we've got a Naruto, or Nagato over there. No, Naruto is some sort of manga thing, isn't it? Right, Nagato's going to go behind that island by the look of things. That's fair enough. We've got a Pepsi Cola over there. Yeah, strictly speaking, we should be able to get decent hits on a Pensacola. We've got this chap here. Now, he's tromping along. So let's see if we can get some of these terrible guns into action, shall we? It could be that he's not going at full speed. Doesn't look like he is, so let's shorten our lead. And let's see if we can take advantage of this smoke. So yeah, you see, we've got some hits on him there. Got 3 hits, which isn't bad. And you see, sped up there. So what we do have is lots of bullets. They may not be particularly effective, but we do have lots of them. So our fire chance, although it's only 8%, that's 8% times a lot. So I think what you need in this particular boat is a little bit of patience, a lot of cover, and you just go for the fire chance. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 shells going down range at him there. If they come into contact with him, we should be able to... oh look, there's a chappie there. Oh, we've been spotted now, so let's throttle up. Matey boy is dead, which is good. And we're going for fires on this Nagato, if we can get them. Now you see he's going to fire at me. If he hits me, it could quite easily end my game, because the armour on this is that bad. So we need to get behind this island. There we go, look. So yeah, there we go, we've got a fire on him, nice. Hopefully that will tick for a bit. It's ticking. It looks like he's repairing. Oh no, somebody's got a nice hit on him there. Yeah, he is repairing. So we'll see if we can get a few more rounds down range at him. Now the damage these do is pretty minimal. It really is. So you are kind of relying on fires. Oh, we got a Kirov there. Let's see, you're 11 seconds out, so let's try about there, shall we? And we'll see if we can get a hit on him. I mean, the shells do go to the moon. You know, it wasn't too bad, Judge. We need to maybe give it a little bit more reach. Yeah, it wasn't too terribly judged there, so I'm not too disappointed with that. We have got Chappie over here again. Oh, no point shooting at him, he's dead. Right, he's kind of out of reach. We've got somebody in B. It's going to be a destroyer, I would think. And what we could do is we could circle back for that, but we have got a battleship coming up the centre there. So yeah, that's not a good sign really. Okay, Kirov over here. Now, if they're sailing away from me, they're really just always going to outrun me, because this is pretty slow, this boat, in the great scheme of things. We've got a Koenig there, might be able to get some shots on. Which way are you going? You're coming at us, aren't you? Well, there's Destroyer. I mean, these aren't even great at sinking destroyers, these guns, because the... oh, we got a hit on him. If you're getting torpedoed by an Ognavoy, you need to consider your life choices, because, yeah, it's an Ognavoy. How do you get torpedoed by an Ognavoy? That's only got, like, tiny range torpedoes. Yes. Think about your choices. So let's head back over here to B, because that looks like we're losing that. Now we've got the Minakaze there. Yeah, I can see him. We've got the Minakaze just there, so let's see if we can get some hits on him. Let's try that. Oh, nicely done. So we got a nice fire on him. And this seems to be the secret with this ship, is just rely on the fire damage, because frankly, if you're hoping for gun damage, you're going to be disappointed. You know, you're just never going to get the amount of damage that you need. Oh, there we go, look, nicely done. Right, and we have the New York. Now don't forget our terrible torpedoes. We could make use of those, because we are that close. So we need to keep an eye on his guns, because they will really not do us any favours. We've got our torps going in. Our torps would have hit him. But yeah. Okay. We've got the Ognavoy there. We're capturing back this this area, which is good. I don't know whether or not we can reach over the top of that to the Ognavoy. Might be able to. You know what? I'm just going to send some skyrockets off. No, we shot the cliff. Right. Okay. Bayern over there. We might be able to get some shots on. Yeah, we got the cat, and we're capturing C as well by the looks of things, which is nice. We've got a fire on the Bayern. This is where the many guns pay off. Now he's repaired, which is great. There we go, look. So we didn't do anything spectacular in that match. Nothing spectacular at all. So they're 15, well, nearly 16,000 damage, 50 target hits. 50. And that's all the damage we got. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at the team score. Down the bottom here, look. Yeah. Down the bottom. Detailed report. Damage call 15,906 from HE shells, and 1,355 fires. So we did get some fire damage, not a huge amount. You can see there in New York we got a good amount of damage on, and then we just dinged other ships. You know, didn't really do that much. Let's have a look at the credits. 75,000. Hang on a minute. This is where this ship works. The amount of credits you earn is vastly inflated on this particular boat, even compared to a normal premium. So the credits and XP are where you get the value, if you like, out of this particular ship. I mean, if I'd have been running premium, I'd have got 104,000 credits, 1,627 XP. Yeah, for that amount of damage. That's where this ship works. So, Krasny Krym. Let's go back to port. Let's have a look at you. Yes, the Krasny Krym. That was not doubled, that was normal XP. Just with your little bonus you get for the camouflage. It would appear that although you are a distinctly below average ship, with nothing outstanding at all, really, other than perhaps the number of guns you've got, you are a credit and XP machine. I see. So you're not completely useless. Tactics for this ship? Right, number one, don't be at the front. Never be at the front in this ship. Its armour is utterly rubbish. If we have a look at the armour layout thing, you'll see here it is 6mm armour. Everything that lights up in blue. So that's basically the whole boat. This is 25mm armour. Yep. And this is 63 and above. So you've got a little bit of a torpedo belt, but don't rely on it. Your conning tower's armoured, but generally speaking everything else is rubbish. So you are really poorly armoured. Your guns, yeah, you've got a lot of them, but they don't do a great deal of damage. It's not particularly good at hunting destroyers. Again, lots of guns, but they take a little while to reload, so it's not a massively rapid firing thing that you can just chew destroyers up with. Yeah, don't be at the front. Don't be the target of choice. Fire at everything at range. Use HE, don't use AP. And yeah, coin it in. Get the credits. Get the XP. That's what you're for, Krasny Krym. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Yeah, this boat has had a bit of a, shall we say, bad reputation since its launch, mainly because I think people didn't quite get it, what it was for. I decided to get it, and it took me one match. And I was like, okay. In fact, let's have a look. This was the first match I ever played in the Krasny Krym. Okay. We got this shot in the dark thing, which I have no idea what that is. But it's got a plane on it. So I'm thinking it has something to do with planes. Yeah, 19,000 XP. 107,000 credits. 3,201 XP. It's a machine for generating these numbers. Have a look at the team score. Again, nothing impressive. Really wasn't. 970 base XP. Detail report. There you go. Credits and XP. If I'd have had premium running 4,802 XP and 127,691 credits, it is a machine. It's a machine. Anyway, guys, thank you ever so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments of the old Krasny Krym, if that's how you say it. If you enjoyed the video, then slap a like on it. If you're new to the channel, then consider hitting subscribe if you'd like to see more. But for now, that's enough from me. So I guess it's Captain Random signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. See you again in the next one.